Hi, this is Jack Westman for ESEA.net here at the ESEA Season 10 LAN Finals in Dallas, Texas. Joining me today is Bob from BenQ, who's going to give us a really quick rundown of the new XL 2420T monitors, they're FPS specific, right?
Yes. So this is our latest version. It's about 5 weeks old. What's unique about this monitor is that it combines a lot of the things that we did in the prior model, the 2410, that gamers really liked, and added a number of features that our pro gamer guys who helped design this really focused in. So as you can see, it's a 24-inch monitor, great contrast, 12 million to 1, 2 millisecond gray to gray. A lot of other monitors have these types of specs. What makes the BenQ monitor really, really special is some of the things that we've built into it that are very impressive for competitive gamers. Not just somebody looking to do photographs or something like this, somebody who actually uses this either as a high-level amateur or as a professional. First thing you'll see, one of the things that most people never touch is the settings. Normal people don't play with settings. Gamers can't stop playing with settings. So you can see we've got a nice little touch panel on here. But what we've done with the settings is made it very, very unique for professional gamers so that they can optimize the screen settings to maximize gameplay. Let me give you an example of this. I can change the mode of the picture, and I can have 3 presets. So I can set up my brightness, contrast, gamma, etc. the way I want to. The other thing I can do is I can actually scale it. So let's just say I want to have a 17-inch monitor by 4x3. Some guys, a lot of, for example, of my son's friends love to play on the smaller 4x3 monitors for certain types of games. This will actually scale the image so that you can get the size that you want, and then there's a lot of different sizes there.
So if gamers are used to playing on really old CRT monitors of a different resolution, they can basically transfer all their old settings, even the same screen resolution, right over to this monitor.
Exactly. So you can play at a 4x3, you can play at a 16:9, a smaller 16:9. For example, the StarCraft team that we sponsor loves the 22-inch sizes. Yeah. For whatever reason, they love them.
In white as well.
In white, yes. And so we actually have on this one a display mode of, what do you know, 22 inches, and you can just scroll down there and pick that out. Now there's another thing that we've done for the settings that Spawn and Heat-On really drove, and you can see a lot of unique aspects here. And this is involving this switch. The switch is combined with another feature that we're calling Black Equalizer. And Black Equalizer enables you to do something that's very unique for the professional gamer monitor, and that's to raise the black levels and adjust them and manipulate them without affecting the rest of the screen. Typically, gamers will use brightness as a method to try and find like the dark areas, say under a railroad car or something like that. Yeah. But what you can do with this monitor, use the menu key on the switch, and then I'll just go down to Pictures, and you can see there it is, brightness, contrast, and then this other feature called Black Equalizer. If I click that, I can adjust the black levels up and down to be able to optimize it for maybe the map that I'm playing. Then I can store them, 1, 2, and 3, so that as I'm going through a map, I can dynamically switch from one setting to another right from within the game, and it manipulates the settings dynamically from the feed that it's getting in.
So say, for example, if you were running from a desert kind of environment to a jungle or something like that, you're drastically changing the scenery in the game in which you're playing, you can just hit a button and basically it pulls up settings relevant for that environment.
Exactly. So not only can you do the brightness, contrast, and gamma like you would normally do, but with Black Equalizer, you could take that environment where I'm running from a desert where I'd want my black levels up because I want to find that darker looking guy that's hiding in the sand with his camouflage. And if I went into the basement right in there, of course now I'm in a black environment, I'd want to jack up the blacks so that I can see in the corners and see what's in there. And the funny thing is this is specifically for a gamer monitor, because if you were to put a photograph on this after you've been playing with the settings, it would look awful. Yeah. But for a gamer, They don't care what the photographs look like. They want to know what's over in this corner or that corner and the other thing. Yeah. The other benefit too is for certain weapons like flashbangs would turn your screen white. The monitor is designed to respond and bring down the whites as fast as possible with this type of thing. So there's a lot of manipulation of tools, and with these settings, you can actually not only set them yourself, but you can download other gamer settings. So we're starting to see gamers put these on their blogs, on their websites. Spawn, for example, you can download his settings from the BenQ site and drop that in there and play with it. Of course, everybody will have their own special setting because theirs is right and theirs is the best.
And there's also room for headsets at the back, right?
Yeah, there's some physical things that we did with the monitor. You've got a lot of height adjustment here. You can bring it up. If you want to play in pivot, you can pivot the monitor. Play portrait or landscape. It'll tilt. So there's some physical things. And then if you go along the back, you'll see you can take your headset. And for those neatniks among us, we just put a little plastic hook on there, so your headsets have a handy little place to live. Your HDMI, there's 2 of them in here, as well as your audio jack. So we've got basically a very, very cool, lightweight monitor. It's got a nice little hollow red element here that makes it look cool as well. But you've got kind of a nice looking monitor that sits on your desk, but is actually lots of hidden levels of things that gamers will appreciate, but normal people won't. And it's not that significant amount of a premium over a traditional standard monitor that you might use for gaming.
Yeah. Last question for you then, Bob. Another concern for gamers especially is disassembling monitors, because coming to LAN tournaments like this, you have to be able to travel as compact as possible. This monitor's fully, you can take it completely to pieces, right?
Yeah, there's basically 3 parts here. This piece is attaches to the base here. So the base has been designed to be lightweight, attaches to the back, and then there's just a simple molded piece in the top. There's no tools needed, so there's just a finger screw on the bottom that sucks it in there. And we put all these together in not very much time, and we'll take them apart in not very much time. So they have been designed for tournaments, because we sponsor tournaments all over the world, as well as this one.
Okay, sure. Lastly but not least then, where can gamers buy these monitors? They're brand new, right? So what kind of retailers are stocking these now?
So they're not available at retailers today. The only place you can get them is the ESEA site, as well as the BenQ stores. That's if you go to www.benq.com. Yep. And it'll direct you to the US, and on the right side there's our little store over there. And what's interesting is that's the only place you've been able to buy them. We cannot keep them in stock, so I would say order quickly, because they come in on the boat, they disappear very quickly, and we're getting more in. We're having to fly them in, which means we actually lose money on most of the monitors, but we want to make sure that the gamers like it, and a lot of these are being used for tournaments all over the country.
Okay, sure. Bob, thank you very much.
Thank you.